Mazba. Mazba. Say hello. So, welcome back to Doghouse, boys. Now, I got this little present from a company that looks after us called Banggood. Now, this is for our next episode. It's kind of a little build. Let's get into it. Now, without breaking it, look at this and this beauty. Do you know what this is? This is a Jeep body that I'm going to put on my remote control car. This is the one I got at the moment. But what I want to do is make a complete replica of the Sick Puppy Jeep. So what I need to do is paint it the same color as my car, and we're ready to go. But this has got all opening doors and shit like that. It's freaking cool. So, in true Jeep fashion, all the doors open. Pretty sick. Alright, so I'm going to start masking everything off, ready for paint. And then we'll paint it and get to it. We'll do a time lapse. So I've gone through and absolutely completely waxed and grease removed the whole thing. Painted it, primed it, painted it in the same colour as the Jeep, and the super cheap paint is absolutely garbage. But it's a toy remote control car, so it's going to get fucking scratched up anyway, so who really cares? While I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I might put together the back piece. Back piece of the body. I think that's a screwdriver I need. You stay there, guys. Windscreens, front windscreen, rear windows, and 2 side windows. I don't think it comes with the windows for the doors, but hey, who needs them? When you four-wheel drive, your windows are down. Window. So it looks literally just like the roof of my Jeep. So a couple of questions I got asked with my Jeep is what running gear I was running and shit like that. So my front diff is basically the same axle ratios. The only difference is I run a ARB air locker in the front with the ARB diff guard. My suspension in the front is Tough Dog 2-inch heavy duties, and the steering dampener is a ABAC Armour steering dampener. Rear suspension, diff, same thing, ARB air locker and diff guard, and springs is a Dobinson heavy duty, but they are heavy duty my ass. I had to put an Airbag Man suspension in them. Airbag Man airbag in them. The lift originally was from Murchison Products, I believe. It runs a Bilstein shocks all around, and then all the brackets to make everything right for the lift. So basically underneath is pretty simple. I didn't want to go too extreme because when we go off-road, if something breaks, having it simple is a lot easier to fix than having all the latest and greatest shit. So that's pretty much it for the Jeep. Denny Ute, when it's finished, I'll do a rundown for you on the Denny Ute. And that bracket under my guard, that is for my original flares. I'm going to leave it on there, I'm not going to knock it off. You guys are probably the only ones that have ever noticed it, honestly. But we'll leave that on there. I got all these little seats to put in. Now the interior is actually quite similar to my Jeep. It's pretty cool. The dash, it comes with a little dash. Got the little lights. Box. of little bits and pieces, wipers, tail lights, mirrors, shit like that. Alright. I'm gonna finish my Red Bull. Alright, so clear coat's on, ready to peel. Just like the real thing. Done that a bit better. Remote control car. Tail light 2. Look at that. Just like the real deal. To go. Go. Now the worst part about this kit is it doesn't come with any fucking instructions. But the best part about it is I have a real one to go off. So I know what's what. Top click first or bottom click first? Left door. How good is this little beast? Just like looking at my Jeep in the camera. There's over there. How is that? Flares and all. Looks just like my Jeep. That needs to be silver. How cool is this? Same colour as my Jeep, everything. I still need to mount it on the... need to get these mounts up here, right, so it sits properly. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Doing this shit is not as easy as it looks, I tell ya. It's horrible. And it sucks. But that's pretty cool. I'm going to fuck around getting the body to sit lower and come back. What is next, you ask? Well, what is next is I got little lights that I want to put in the back and also in the front. So I'm going to rig them up. And so I'm going to rig them up, and then that way Jeep has its tail lights and its headlights. I've got the glue gun heating up now. I'm going to wire all this shit up. That way when you pull the body off, you just plug it in, good to go. Yes, my life is boring. So I've got my lights all wired up. They look fucking good. Boom, 2 headlights. And tail lights. How good's that look, boys? So what I'm going to do now is take the body into Kai's signs. I have a new nudge bar coming, which is the exact same as the one that's on my Jeep. Gonna leave the wheels the same, not gonna worry too much about the same wheels. But yeah, he's gonna do it, stick puppy door sticker, all the other shit. But the interior is actually pretty similar to my one. It's actually amazing. Like for the price of this, it's just crazy how close it is. And there's still a sticker there. That looks better. Yeah.